Hey my lovely Scorpios, I'm laquannadivine and welcome to your November mid-month. You guys excuse me for being a little late with your reading. I was a little behind. I had gotten sick and I needed to get, well so that I can come on and do your reading. But just know that every reading that has been late this month is going to be one of the ones that will be uploaded first for the month of December. So I know you guys are happy about that. So just keep in mind that for the month of December, your reading will be one of the readings that will be uploaded first, all right? Instead of being last, you'll be first. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. What I'd like to do here is give you all tools to help you navigate the month a little bit more smoothly. And before we do get into that, because I did go ahead and pull a few cards just to save some time. Before we do get into that, let's take a nice, lovely, deep breath in on a count of 3 so that we can center ourselves and connect to our higher self. On the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Let's breathe. All right, dear Scorpio. The first card out of my crystal and affirmation deck was the Angelite stone. And Angelite talks about you feeling like you need to be more in tune with your intuition. All right, and this is about for people who feel like they've been receiving a lot of intuitive messages. Pay attention to those subtle energies that you feel, dear Scorpio, because 9 times out of 10, you're correct about what you're feeling. And this is what the Angelite stone looks like. This is my piece of Angelite that I have. And so it says to quiet your mind and accept communication from angels and spirit guides, all right? And even your ancestors, any loved ones that have passed away that you are close with, definitely pay attention because they're going to be connecting with you this month, all right? It says quiet your mind, accept communication from angels and spirit guides. True communication includes listening, speaking, and observing. Notice messages from nature and your surroundings. So Spirit just wants for you to pay attention. Notice any messages that come up for you, dear Scorpio. And the affirmation is, I send and receive messages with ease and grace, guidance and inspiration from my angels and other spirit guides come to me moment by moment. I interpret the messages I receive and apply them to my life with wisdom. All right. So Angelite would be a good stone for you to work with. And if you would like a custom-made Angelite bracelet, here are some custom-made bracelets that I have left. This bar was nice and full earlier this month, but most of my clients have came and picked up their custom-made bracelets. And so these are just ones that I have made that are for sale for anyone that's interested in them. All right, but if you would like your very own custom-made Angelite, or the next stone we're getting into is leopard skin jasper. I wish I had a stone to show you all, but I don't. But leopard skin jasper speaks about people changing up on you. They're switching up, all right? And maybe people switching up on you this month. It may also be a need for you to be more flexible. You may have decided that it's time for you to change your tune on some people. Maybe you realize these people aren't serving your highest good. You may be realizing that these people are users, that they don't really care for you like you care for them. All right, so the leopard skin jasper is basically touching on that. But it says, stock yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Observe yourself and those around you. Now, what did the Angelite card say? The Angelite card told you to notice the messages from nature and your surroundings. And then we got leopard skin jasper telling you to observe yourself and the people around you. All right? Spirit is going to be sending you some signs, all right, to help you get some answers to some things you might have been questioning within your mind. And so you are to pay attention, dear Scorpio, this month. And the affirmation says, come on, camera, get clear for the dear Scorpios. It says, I am flexible and adaptable. I objectively observe circumstances and seize new opportunities, and situations naturally shift as situations naturally shift and change. I bend and flex with the flow of life around me. There's no resistance, only willingness. So be willing to be flexible, all right? It may be some situations that come up these last couple of weeks where you do have to learn to be flexible. You may have wanted something to go one way, but it may end up going a completely different way, which would end up serving you better or for your highest good. So be willing to be flexible. If it needs to be some changes, be open to the changes, all right? And then the last card from my crystal deck is Kyanite. And Kyanite speaks about you feeling off your kilter. If you're feeling a little off. Are you feeling confused? Does life seem chaotic? It says to consciously align your chakras. Focus your intention on balance. As you regain your center, you can connect with higher wisdom and use your intuition as a daily part of your life. Now, dear Scorpio, this goes back to the Angelite card when it asks, do you wish to be more intuitive, or are you receiving intuitive messages? All right. Every card is talking about your intuition and relying upon your intuition, trusting your intuition, and knowing, that you're right about the gut feelings that you get. Okay. So in order for you to get clarity, all right, you need to do some meditation so that you can regain your center, okay? And the affirmation on the back for you to speak, dear Scorpio, is, my chakras are balanced and in perfect alignment. I live my life harmoniously and energy flows through me effortlessly. I'm a channel of divine wisdom and my intuition is enhanced. I easily connect with the source and all that is. Exactly, dear Scorpio. If it's one thing that I know about a Scorpio, you guys are definitely very intuitive, okay? As a water sign, you're not as emotional as your sister water signs like the Cancers and the Pisces. Your superpower, dear Scorpio, lies in your intuitive abilities. The ability to analyze and discern what is beneath the surface. Okay? So, definitely trust your intuition. Pay attention. All right? And then, from my spirit deck, we have the breathe card. And this is about you remembering to breathe. All right? When you guys go into your meditative session, start it off with a couple of deep breaths in. Because your breath, that represents the life force. Life force. That is the prana that we breathe in when we take these lovely deep breaths in. The breath is that life force. When you came out of your mother's womb, what you did? You took a very deep breath in and you breathe in all the energies of that day, which leads me to your birth chart. And that's why it's important for you to know your birth chart and do your start to research your birth chart. Know what was going on the day, year, time, and month of your birth. What was going on? Because whatever was going on became a part of you. All right? You breathe in the energies of that day. And so it says the breath is the vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. So this is about remembering to breathe during times of, if you feel any stress or anything that's going on with you, remember to breathe. We also have the Serenity card that came out. And this talks about you nurturing yourself, taking the time out for yourself that you need. Okay? The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday, the day before yesterday, last month, whatever it is for you. It's time for you to let that stuff go, okay? Don't let past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. I know that's right. Yeah, Scorpio, we ain't letting nothing from the past interfere with your peace, boo. Okay? And then last but not least for my spirit deck is love. All right? Love. Love is the foundation of your existence. And you're just as worthy of receiving as you are giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it's equally a form of energy that propels you through life. So, any of my Scorpios who have been feeling unloved or just feel like you may have a tough time when it comes to your love relationships, you have to be open and open to receiving love. If you're someone that gives love, be open to receiving it back. All right? Know that you do deserve love. You most certainly do. I'm going to go into my Black Moon Astrology deck. It's the same deck that I used last month. And we're going to pull a card for your energy. See what's going on with you these last couple of weeks of November. Okay. So we have Cancer, I feel. And we have first house, the body. Ooh. This definitely goes back to your intuition. It also goes back to you definitely paying attention to what you feel in your body. All right. Pay attention to how your body feels. And if you need to rest, be sure to get yourself some rest. Okay. I'm going to go into the Cancer card first to give us more information on I feel. You may be in your feelings about a lot of things. All right. But the most important message that I feel before I even get into the guidebook is that go with your feelings and what you feel. Trust your intuition, because the whole entire, not the whole entire crystal deck, but the 3 cards from my crystal deck talked about you trusting your intuition, paying attention to the messages and things that come forth. So that's going to be important for you. But let's go into my guidebook, because this is definitely about you trusting yourself. All right? All right, let's see. So there's a quote in this book, and it says, your feelings are your God, the soul is your temple. And that quote is from someone named Shanaka. But it says, rely upon the wisdom of what you feel right now. Rely upon the wisdom of what you feel right now, dear Scorpio. It says that individuals born under the sign of Cancer are mysterious and alluring, just like their ruler, the moon, a solitary orb that floats alone in the night sky, yet is still very much in sight. Cancers have a depth of feeling not easily seen, as if in the deepest parts of the ocean, fathoms below the surface, but where there is great power. Cancers are reclusive and they tend to hide their feelings and have alternating moods. So, Scorpio, your energy is coming in like the Cancers. This is the Moon card in a regular tarot deck. So it says Cancers are reclusive and they tend to hide their feelings and have alternating moods. They are emotionally vulnerable and are easily wounded. They can be downright touchy. And when feelings are bruised, Cancers can come across as crabby and harsh. They feel for others deeply and are exceptionally sympathetic. But as they are highly empathetic, the emotions of others can exhaust them. Cancers are resilient, endure much, and can overcome just about anything which seems peculiar because they are so sensitive. Cancer is the sign of the mother, and those ruled by Cancer tend to be overprotective of their offspring, which means they also like to control and take over. After all, the child is an extension of the mother, who also needs to be protected, so she must remain strong to take care of her young. Cancer is the sign of the imagination. They have a rich fantasy life. So they do well in the areas of creative writing, art, and also music. And with their gut reactions, Cancers can also be very accurate psychics. Dear Scorpio, when the Cancer card presents itself in a reading, you can be assured emotions are high. You may want to withdraw, or you may be dealing with someone who is withdrawn or depressed at this time. There is a feeling of being connected to the unseen world, and this includes the world of ghosts and spirits. Scorpio, this card can indicate inherited psychic abilities. There is a typhoon of power behind Cancer's strong feelings, but it can also mean you are in sync with other people's emotions. You'll instinctively know what to do at the right time. And this goes back to the Angelite when it said those intuitive messages. It also goes back to the leopard skin Jasper card when it talked about you, dear Scorpio, being more flexible. Okay? And being aware of how other people are feeling. All right? So that's going to benefit you. Because if somebody try to come with some foolery, you are going to know what's up already instinctively. Okay? So keep that in mind for these last couple of weeks of November, honey. It says, but it can also mean you are in sync with other people's emotions. You'll instinctively know what to do at the right time. There is sensitivity and emotional closeness indicated. Dear Scorpio, if you find yourself questioning love, the person that you're involved with may be keeping it a secret, or you may be keeping your love life a secret. Okay? You also may be involved with bonded souls, as with a mother and child. This card can also mean that family or domestic issues need to be addressed. A mother or a maternal figure is also indicated by this card. So it may be something that comes up with a mother or mother figure. It may be some things that need to be addressed for my Scorpios who are mothers and you have children. You may be addressing somebody about your child. You may be having to stand up for your child. Like, look, you're not going to talk to my child like that. All right? So keep that in mind, dear Scorpio. A mother or a maternal figure is also indicated by this card. Women may figure prominently. Women's issues and how women get along. The sign of Cancer is known for good memory and for the ability to hold on the longest, either positively or negatively. So although it would be hard to overlook any slights at this time, forgiveness is the best response. So if anything comes up for you this month, dear Scorpio, don't go into your Scorpionic nature and hold on to any grudges and stuff like that. No. Spirit said that forgiveness all right, is going to be very beneficial to you. So definitely remember to act in forgiveness. Right now, your moods may be changeable, just like the moon phases through the month. And you may want to hide and withdraw from hurt and pain. Perhaps this pain is real or imagined. But in the solitude, you will build a greater strength to face whatever it is that holds you back. All right? And so remember, remember the Serenity card. The Serenity card talked about you nurturing yourself, taking the time out for yourself that you need. So if that's something that you feel you need to do there, Scorpio, remember to do that for yourself, all right? If you need to withdraw, go ahead and withdraw. Sometimes that's the best thing that we can do for ourselves. It's just take some time, away from people or away from things that you feel drain your energy. Let's get into the first house card, which deals with your body. Remember, I told you before I got into the book that I feel like you need to pay attention to what you feel in your body. If you have any pain or discomfort or anything in your body, to pay attention. So we're going to get into that. All right. So it says, if the first house card presents itself in a reading, it means you will soon be feeling your own strength. Awesome. I love that. Oh, this is about taking a leap of faith. Okay, dear Scorpio. So after you sort out some things emotionally, you're definitely going to be taking a leap of faith. You're definitely going to have confidence in moving forward and whatever. But definitely take that time. Remember, definitely take that time you need for yourself. Because after you come out of that phase, dear Scorpio, this is going to really catapult you. Because this is about you taking a leap of faith and remembering your strength. But let's get into that. If the first house card presents itself in the reading, it means you will soon be feeling your own strength. Although it may feel natural just to take over and assert your power, you may need to pull back some. Try not to control or dominate certain situations, as this could backfire. More positively, people may feel comfortable now with you as their leader, and they won't mind following your lead. It's important that you don't abandon your goals now out of boredom. Presently, you will start things with great gusto, but you must follow up. You need to finish all that you start. The first house shows your image, so how you come across to others is of utmost importance now and bears greatly on your success. Perhaps you may opt for a new look, and indeed, this can have a bearing on how successful you will be. So some of you may be deciding that you want to change your look. You want to go for a new look. You may decide that, maybe you want to braid your hair a certain way, or maybe some of you may want to cut your hair. But it says if that's something that you decide to do, then it will be successful for you. Since the house opposes the 7th house of partnerships, it is a good omen regarding relationships of all kinds. Awesome. It can mean relationships are about to mature or become more serious. Marriage may be on the cards, or it may mean you are transitioning into a better place concerning other people in general. As the first house is also about your physical body, it's important to pay attention to your health and to the signals that your body is sending you. Okay? And that's where I felt like with these two cards coming out together is why I told you to pay attention to how your body feels, because I know the first house deals with your physical body as well. Your body is your ultimate container, the first place your soul passes into. The first house card also speaks of beginnings and starting anew. It implies it is time to honor your gift of being distinct. It also suggests a position of leadership. When this card turns up in a reading, dear Scorpio, it may be time to defend something of value to you. Perhaps your reputation, your authentic self, or your chosen life path. You may be challenged where you must stand by your convictions. You can have conflicts with certain authority figures and thus need to go do some extra measures to keep a cool head in any given situation. Remember, if anything comes up with any type of authority figures, remember, breathe, calm it down. Remember, serenity, all right? Don't let them get you off your rocker, all right? So remember to keep a cool head in any given situation. Keep a cool head, dear Scorpio. Okay? This card marks a period of being tested or challenged and indicates who you are and who you will become. Whatever is applied in the surrounding cards will indicate what must soon be faced and met. All right, so remember, I told you guys before I even opened the guidebook that your other surrounding card is feel, which was the Cancer, which was saying to pay attention to your feelings and your intuition. But with the first house card talking about the body, I want you guys to definitely pay attention to your body, your physical health, how you're feeling. All right? Pay attention to what happens to your body when you eat certain food. Pay attention to what happens to your body intuitively when you go around other people. All right? It's just a time for you to really pay attention to your body. Okay? All in all, the first thing to consider with this card is how healthy you are and your stamina. Then your role as a leader, or just you as a person who is about to start something significant. So it says to always look at the surrounding cards to determine what this card is about. And I just pretty much told you guys, it definitely is about paying attention to how you feel, how your body feels. This also is about you taking a leap of faith. So it may be some things that you're taking a leap of faith towards, okay? But definitely pay attention to how you feel in your body for these last couple of weeks. Yep, because we have the Death card here. And I really hope this isn't talking about an actual death. But this is your energy really showing up. So what I really feel like with this card, now this could represent an actual death, but since this is your card, dear Scorpio, this is your energy showing up, and this is just a death to the old you. This is a death to your old way of doing things, your old way of thinking, all right, your old way of feeling about stuff. This is a transformation taking place in your life, dear Scorpio. And I don't read reversal, so if I was holding that upside down, forgive me, because I'm not a reversal reader. I don't read reversals. Oh yeah. This is a death to you being your own worst enemy. You're not going to be your own worst enemy this month, dear Scorpio. If you have been being your own worst enemy, Spirit is asking you for you to cut that out. All right? Because this is you being your own worst enemy. All right? Doing this to yourself. And you don't want to do that to yourself, okay? So, definitely don't take on too much, all right? There may be a death to you taking care of other people's responsibilities and taking on too much. This is time for you not to do that, dear Scorpio. It's a time for you to really take care of yourself and your body, okay? Let's go into love. Let's see what's going on with love when it comes to love for the month of November. The rest of the month of November. Oh, don't take that. All right. I'm listening. What is going on in love for the wonderful Scorpios? With all these cards that want to come out, but I'm just going to take the ones that flipped over. Oh, look at somebody reconciling with someone. Yes, I love that. There's healing energy here. If there's anyone that fell out due to this is about healing family issues as well for any of my Scorpios that may be going through it with family, or maybe, you and your spouse may have gone through some things where it tore your family apart. And now you guys are going to get back together with the reconciliation card here. So that's definitely beautiful. Healing family issue card. It speaks about you healing your own. This card is about, it represents your parents, all right? So let's say your parents were together, but then they got a divorce, right? And this may have caused you to think some type of way in reference to your relationships. You may have adopted a negative attitude towards romantic relationships based off of what you've seen your parents go through. And so this is a time to heal those wounds from the things that you've seen your parents go through. You may have a fear that you will end up like your parents, but this is time to heal that belief. It's time to heal that belief in your mind, all right? And so there's definitely someone from your past that's going to be returning to you. And I really feel like, I don't know, when I seen these two cards together, my heart, you know how like you could feel like there's a hole in your heart or your heart is empty. But when I seen these two cards together, like it felt like my heart, someone out there who has a hole in their heart, or who's just not, like I said, who may have looked at their parents and seen things didn't go well with them. And so now you feel some type of way about love and you're not open to it. Remember, the love card came out. It said for you to be open to giving and receiving love. And so I feel like for my Scorpios who learn to be more open to giving and receiving, or who may have gone through something with a spouse or a boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever the case may be for you, you guys are going to be able to heal from that and come back together. And that's so beautiful. Just don't allow your own thoughts, all right? Don't allow your own thoughts to get you down to where you just are not open to giving and receiving love, okay? You have to be open to that. I'm going to go into my other decks and see. Divine Source, Heavenly Angels, Benevolent Spirit Guides, and Ancestors, what other messages do you have for the Scorpios? One of them cards flipped over. I'm going to find the card that flipped over. Oh, wow. All right. So if something doesn't go the way you may have wanted it to go, whether it's no matter what subject it is, just know it's something better out there for you, okay? And this could even be referring to a love relationship. All right? If you find that you can't reconcile and you can't heal these family issues with someone, know that there's something better. There's someone better out there for you, for my Scorpios who find that, you may try to heal these things, but the other person isn't willing, or it just didn't work out. That's because it's something better. There's someone out there better. If you find that you didn't get the job, there's something better. If you find that you didn't get the house, there's something better. If you find you didn't get that car, it's something better. Just keep in mind that there's something better for you. For anyone that finds something didn't go the way they thought it was going to go for them. Okay? And I was gonna get this deck and begin to shuffle, but as soon as I picked it up and looked at the bottom, my spirit guides was like, no, that's it. So be willing to forgive. All right. Ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain, and remember, be willing to forgive. Don't be up all night thinking about this and not being able to sleep and stuff because you holding on to unforgiveness. It's time to forgive. All right? And so with all of that being said, dear Scorpio, that concludes your reading for the month of November. I want to thank all my Scorpios who reach out for personal readings. Thank you so much. Thank you to my Scorpios who send in love donations. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. And with that being said, don't forget about the Sagittarius new moon on November 26th, okay? That is a very joyous and optimistic new moon. If you have any goals that you want to set, that'll be a great time to set those goals on November 26th with the Sagittarius new moon. With that being said, peace, love, and light to y'all. Catch you next month for your December spiritual guidance. Remember, you'll be one of the ones that'll be first in line for your reading for December. Thank you guys so much.